Good evening. We'll try it again. Good evening. I know it's about 6 o'clock, but let's have some energy here. It's a great night for us. So I'm Jeanette Andrews. I'm the Dean of the College of Nursing, and I extend greetings and welcome to our White Coat ceremony for our graduate students here at the College of Nursing. This is an incredibly special day that is both symbolic for your entry into advanced practice nursing, as well as a celebratory occasion in which your family, friends, and faculty can join with you today. We're excited that all of you could join us this evening, and let's have our first round of applause for our graduate students. They've had a busy 2 days, I hear, and are excited to be here tonight. I'd like to introduce our platform party, Dr. Alicia Rebar, our Executive Associate Dean for Academics and Accreditation. Dr. Sarah Hogg, you can hold your applause till we finish here. Dr. Sarah Hogg, a nurse practitioner from Lexington Family Practice, and she will bring greetings on behalf of our alumni. Sarah? Dr. Diana Inman, Clinical Associate Professor and this evening's speaker. Ms. Cheryl Nelson, Assistant Dean for Student Affairs. Dr. Amy Devendorf, Director of the Adult Gerontology Acute Care Program. And Dr. Shelley Gibbs, Director of the Family Nurse Practitioner Program. Dr. Bev Belico, Interim Co-Director of the Psychiatric Mental Health Nurse Practitioner Program. And Dr. Maggie Self, Clinical Assistant Professor. Now let's congratulate our team here. And of course, the true heart and soul of our college is our faculty. We have some faculty representatives here. I hope you all take the opportunity to get to know the incredible faculty we have here at the College of Nursing. I'll ask our faculty here to please stand and let's acknowledge you. I often indicate it takes a village to support our students during this rigorous and stellar program. Many of our family members here today drove hours or perhaps flew in from around the country to be here today. Family members provide much needed support along this journey, and we'd like to recognize you at this time. I'll ask our graduate students, would you stand up, turn around, and please let's acknowledge their family and friends here tonight. We have graduate students participating who are enrolled in the Adult Gerontology Acute Care Nurse Practitioner Program, Family Nurse Practitioner, Psychiatric Mental Health Nurse Practitioner, and Nursing Education programs this evening. As these students are in their early phases of clinical rotations and are here for their first on-campus immersion, I want to thank you for choosing the University of South Carolina College of Nursing. I am a little bit biased, but I think you've chosen an incredible place. We are currently ranked number 1 in the country by U.S. News and World Report for our graduate programs. We are in the top 1% in the country for NCLEX pass rates for our BSN program, and we have a 100% pass rate in 2022 for our Adult Gerontology Acute Care and Psych NP certification first pass exams. So we're real proud of our outcomes here. We're also now in the top 20s in NIH ranking by the National Institutes of Health for funding for research, and this is out of 1,937 nursing programs around the country. So we are very proud of our quality. We aspire for quality and excellence in all that we do, and we uphold our values. The values of our College of Nursing are professionalism, integrity, respect, inclusion, diversity, and professionalism. The faculty and staff are committed to your success, and we look forward to your journey. Now I have the pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Sarah Hogg. She'll bring greetings on behalf of our alumni. Dr. Hogg is a family nurse practitioner with Lexington Family Practice. She's a native of New York. She earned her bachelor's in psychology and religion, bachelor of science in nursing, and master's of nursing science and family nurse practitioner from the University of South Carolina. She later earned her doctorate in nursing from Capella University. In her practice, she manages a large number of patients with acute and chronic problems. A large percentage of visits are focused on the gynecology and mental health problems. She's passionate about her mission work and has served in New Orleans, Alaska, Africa, and Peru. In her local community, she's involved with helping and mentoring women in the sex industry and trade. Dr. Hogg is most proud of being a dedicated wife and mother to 5 precious babies, ages 6 and under. Please help me in welcoming Dr. Hogg.
Hello, Carolina nurses. It's an honor for me to be here tonight and get to speak to you on such a special day. The White Coat Ceremony is a momentous ceremony dedicated to each of you and your hard work thus far as an advanced practice nursing student. The white coat is a symbol of authority, professionalism, dedication, and compassion in patient care. The white coat comes with expectations and responsibility. Beginning today and in the days to come, you will have the honor of wearing the white coat, which is certainly something to celebrate. For many of you, I know that today did not come easily. Many of you have overcome odds stacked against you through hard work and resilience. I remember sitting in your seat. I remember working long hours at the hospital only to come home and study. I remember the sacrifices that my family made for me to earn my degrees. I worked for 5 years at the VA hospital here in town, and I specifically remember a night when I dropped my dinner in the parking lot, and I had to call my husband and ask him if we had enough money in our bank account for me to go through the drive-thru. I also remember my grandfather helping me pay my tuition while I was earning my BSN. He was a janitor with no education, and at the time, I had no real idea of the type of sacrifices he made for me to get these letters behind my name. As my husband Stephen and I are about to welcome our 5th baby, I recall my DNP journey. After the birth of our 3rd child, I started my DNP. She was 8 weeks old, and it was hard. And I know a lot of you have done hard things to get here. Some of you have had to overcome significant obstacles to be seated here tonight. Be proud of that. Be proud of yourself as you enter this new phase as an advanced practice nursing student. As you move forward with your next courses, you will be faced with new challenges. You will learn to balance clinicals, classes, work, and family, which sounds daunting. But you have made it here today by overcoming difficult challenges. Others in our profession have done it, and you will do it too. As you put on your white coat, you will learn to give orders instead of taking them. As you take on the role of provider, the stakes are higher. You will have a very direct impact on patients' treatments and outcomes. Stay up to date on current practices and literature and provide excellent evidence-based care. You will need to earn the respect and trust of your colleagues and patients. I remember my first year as a nurse practitioner, I was terrified to hurt somebody. And it is good to be confident, but it's also good to know what you don't know. A few pieces of advice before I close. When you make a mistake, own it, learn from it, and do not repeat it. Remember why you became a nurse. When you feel jaded and compassion seems far away, remember that younger version of yourself who dreamed of becoming a nurse. As Matthew 7:12 tells us, do unto others as you would have done unto you. Always treat others the way you would want to be treated in the same situation. In all things, never lose your integrity. When no one is watching, provide compassionate, competent, excellent care. Treat everyone the same, no matter their race, religion, or way of life. We're all God's creation, and that should be honored. Never neglect your family. Treat your patients with compassion, but also care for and love your family well. And as my family reminds me, never forget where you came from. Wear your white coat well. Be worthy of wearing it every time you step into a patient room. And lastly, remember you deserve to be here. Congratulations to each of you on earning your white coat.
Thank you, Dr. Hogg. You do deserve to be here tonight, and congratulations. Our next speaker is Dr. Diana Inman. She's a clinical associate professor of nursing and former director of the psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner program here at the University of South Carolina. She received a Bachelor of Science in Biology at James Madison University, a Bachelor of Science in Nursing from East Carolina University, a master's degree in nursing from Virginia Commonwealth University, and she completed her Doctor of Nursing practice from Arizona State University. We're thrilled to have her here at USC. She's been engaged in clinical practice throughout her career. She's a certified pediatric nurse practitioner, primary care pediatric mental health specialist, and a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. She's actively engaged in clinical practice as a psychiatric nurse practitioner. She's received funding from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration to train nurse practitioners in screening, brief intervention, and referral for treatment, or SBIRT, and training grants from Human Resources Service Administration, or HRSA, and the Duke Endowment. She's passionate about expanding the role of the psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner in the primary care setting and in school health. She's received the Palmetto Gold from the state of South Carolina and the Consumer Writing Award from the National Association of Pediatric Nurse Practitioners. She's serving as a South Carolina liaison for the American Association of Nurse Practitioners. So, with all that, Diana Inman, please come to the podium and bring greetings.
Thank you, Dean Andrews. So it's really a great honor to stand before you all today to deliver the white coat ceremony speech. I've never regretted the decision to become a nurse. Like many of you, I was a second-degree nursing student. My first degree was in biology, and after being in the lab for 2 years, where the test tubes did not talk to you, and trying to catch chicken in the animal room, I decided that I needed to make a career change. I started out my career as an adult ICU nurse and then transitioned to a research nurse by establishing the first HIV/AIDS clinic for children in South Carolina with an immunologist from MUSC. I've worked with the Public Health Service on an Indian reservation providing community health nursing, and while in graduate school, I worked in the pediatric emergency department. My nurse practitioner positions have been mainly in developmental pediatrics and private practice, psychiatric school-based mental health, and psychiatric private practice. As nurses, we continue to rank as the most trusted profession in the United States. Along with this trust comes a huge amount of responsibility to our patients, colleagues, and ourselves. The rate of suicide is increasing among nurses and health professionals. It's important to support each other in this journey. It's not an easy one, but together we can lighten our load. So remember to support yourself. Look at your colleagues and say, hey, how's your day going? Also, it's important to take care of yourself. As we tell our patients, eat healthy, exercise, and get 8 to 9 hours of sleep. That's hard to do in graduate school. But we must model the behavior that we want our patients to do. Not only take care of your physical health, but also your mental health. You've been given a wonderful opportunity, a gift, to expand your knowledge to help others. Take advantage of this opportunity. Take time to read the content, assimilate the knowledge, and apply it. Seek learning opportunities that will stretch you. Before you know it, you'll be the one in charge. And that's always a little bit scary in the beginning. So take every opportunity to learn. You have dedicated staff and faculty here at the University of South Carolina to help you along your way. Be fully committed to your program. I would encourage you to join national, state, and specialty nurses organizations specific to your program. This will help you to connect with state, regional, and national leaders in your field. So in conclusion, remember that the purpose of the white coat is worn with humility and should never be a barrier between you and your patient. Remember that the patient is the expert in his or her life and has invited you in to be part of their journey. I'm not sure why it's doing that. I will be indebted to the patients and families I have served. They have taught me so much about life. As one of my favorite motivational speakers, DeWitt Jones, a former photographer for the National Geographic magazine, said, I begin every assignment, every day, every shot, trying to celebrate what was right with the situation rather than what was wrong with it. Incredible things happen when we are open to possibilities. Because the world is an astounding place, we can see it now every day if we are open to it. if we hold a vision that fills us with energy, takes us on our own edge, and gives us the courage to soar. End of quote. There have been many nurses that have gone before you to advocate for your profession. I ask you to reflect and think about what will you contribute to the nursing profession. It's never been a better time to be a nurse. For those beginning your nursing career, you will join nearly 4.8 million registered nurses nationwide. Of all licensed RNs, 84% are employed in nursing, and we are the largest healthcare professional. For those continuing and advancing their education, the #1 healthcare job is a nurse practitioner, and there are currently 355,000 nurse practitioners. And as you can see, the possibilities are endless. Congratulations on your journey, and we are here for you.
Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about what is the white coat ceremony really about. The white coat originated for use as in the scientific lab and was adopted as a standard dress by physicians in the late 19th century when physicians sought to incorporate scientific principles into the practice of medicine. The white coat ceremony was created by Arnold P. Gold Foundation more than 25 years ago for medical students, and in 2014, the Gold Foundation and the American Association of Colleges of Nursing marked coordinated efforts to develop a ceremony for nursing students. The donning of the white coat is a long-standing tradition which designates healthcare providers from other community members. The white coat is a symbol of our profession, of professionalism, integrity, honesty, excellence, compassion, and sacrifice to unconditional care of others. For the USC nurse and nurse practitioner students, it symbolizes the accomplishment of successful completion of the core nursing courses and a student beginning clinical rotations. It also signifies and honors our College of Nursing values of diversity, inclusivity, commitment, caring, integrity, respect, and most importantly, professionalism. Your white coat will serve as a symbol and an honorable recognition as a healthcare provider and as a repository for resources including handbooks, manuals, reference cards, stethoscopes, pen lights, and oh, so many more things. Now, let us meet our deserving U of SC College of Nursing graduate students.
Tonight, we are recognizing students in the adult gerontology, acute care nurse practitioner, family nurse practitioner, psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner, and nursing education programs. At this time, Dr. Alicia Rebar and Dr. Amy Devendorf, director of the AGACMP program, will congratulate the Master of Science in Nursing degree students in our adult gerontology acute care nurse practitioner program, followed by the Doctor of Nursing Practice degree students. Dean Andrews will also congratulate these students. Will the students rise and come forward? Madison Every Andrews. Morgan Goen. Laura Harriet. Julie Hooper. Elise Marshall. Megan Murray. Austin Russell. Erica St. Prue. Vivian Sue. Brandy Teague. Morgan Cresswell. Dr. Shelley Gibbs, Director of the Family Nurse Practitioner Program, will assist Dr. Rebar in presenting codes to the Master of Science and Nursing degree students in the Family Nurse Practitioner Program, followed by the Doctor of Nursing Practice degree student. Katie Ambrose. Jenny Dent. Michelle Flanagan. Jenna Hahn. Stephanie Harkness. Sarah Hicks. Janice Jackson. Emily Johnson. Sydney Jones. Shamara Lane. Sarah Lucchini. Anne Sanchez. Laura Schoen Woolcott. Hope Shea. Megan Starkweather. Con Lee Toastone. Titilayo Van Riel. Kimberly Williams. Natalie Midkiff. Dr. Beverly Belico, Interim Co-Director of the Psych Mental Health Nurse Practitioner Program, will assist Dr. Rebar in presenting codes to the Master of Science in Nursing degree students in the Psychiatric Mental Health Nurse Practitioner Program, followed by the Doctor of Nursing Practice degree student. Lizzie Barnett. Lucely Mascara. Jake Kim. Dr. Maggie Self, Clinical Assistant Professor, will assist Dr. Rebar presenting codes to the Master of Science in Nursing degree student in the Nursing Education Program. Natasha Duckwall. Aaliyah Sanders. This concludes the presentation of students. We congratulate you on your accomplishment in being admitted into such a well-recognized program. Please join me in congratulating all students.
They look good, don't they? Feels good too, right? Congratulations. What a privilege it is for us to see this next generation of nursing students who are our future of nursing. We're so glad to have you as family and friends join us tonight too. We'd be remiss if we didn't thank all the people who put this program together. I'd like to thank the Office of Academic Affairs staff for planning all the logistics of the ceremony. I'd like to thank our technician staff over here who've done a wonderful job in preparing for today as well. After the ceremony, the faculty and students will recess to take a picture outside quickly. We always get a group picture of each class, so we'll do that quickly, and then we'll join family and friends back inside for a reception, and we can't wait to meet your family and friends with you. So the next we'll do is we're going to sing our first verse of our alma mater. And when you sing the alma mater, the last line is, here's a health Carolina, forever to thee. We raise our hand as if making a toast. So we'll sing the alma mater, then we'll have the platform party exit, the faculty will exit, and then the students will exit behind. We're going to take a picture on the front steps. We'll come back in and join our family. So let's sing our alma mater, if you will stand. I'm going to ask you to be seated. I think it was Dr. Hogg said it earlier. If you make a mistake, you own it. Well, I made a mistake. There's a beautiful white coat ceremony oath that Dr. Devendorf would love to lead you in, so we're going to do that. So we don't want to miss this important part, and then we will exit. So Dr. Devendorf.
Thank you, Dean Andrews. Okay, students, I'm Dr. Amy Devendorf, and we are going to rise and recite our white coat oath. So let's read this together. As a nurse dedicated to providing the highest quality care and services, I solemnly pledge that I will consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering my primary concerns, act in a compassionate and trustworthy manner in all aspects of care, apply my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability to assure optimal outcomes for my patients, exercise sound professional judgment while abiding by legal and ethical requirements, accept the lifelong obligation to improve my professional knowledge and competence, promote, advocate for, and strive to protect the health, safety, and rights of the patient. With this pledge, I accept the duties and responsibilities that embody the nursing profession. I take this oath voluntarily with the full realization of the responsibility with which I am entrusted by the public. Thank you.
Audience, let's give our last big round of applause to these awesome future nurse practitioners, nurse educators. Okay, we're going to exit and we're going to go take a photo.